It's the love on the south side, yeah, that's right. Reppin' in the wood, got my hustle tight. From Chi-Town streets where the wind blows, fierce, built up like steel, can't nobody pierce.
Hey y'all, this your girl D-Love from the South Side. Sorry, I was having technical difficulties. Trying to get my setup back. It works when it wanna work. I hope all of you all are doing well. We are streaming on YouTube and uh, Twitch all at the same time. I don't know how this is working, but gotta find something new to do, huh? Hope all of you all had a great week and everything is working well for you all. Feel like something's missing, but I can't remember what. Hey, Diane. How you doing? Hey, Prima Donna. How you doing? Hope all is well. Hope the family is doing well and this year is going the way you expected. Listen, you see, Miss Henyard is she talking? And she is saying what she said. And I thought that was so interesting. Did you get a chance to see that today, Prima Donna? If not, we're going to watch it together. I know. It was like 35 minutes, but at some point she speeds up and gets to the point. I mean, everything she said wasn't wrong. Everything she said wasn't right. So let's talk about it. All right, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to watch it together. Together in a hat. Wait, the weekend is here, baby. Uh-oh, she's talking already. I got to share my screen. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Yes, and she is still she's still a mess. She ain't stopped. She not letting nobody stop her motion. I ain't mad at the girl, but I always tell people it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because everybody don't like it. And I actually it's always the comments for me. I was all in the comments. I was like, oh, okay, okay. The kind of the people, a lot of people say they missed her. You said, where is my money? Where your money at? Now she didn't, that's one thing she did not address. She said she ain't stole nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I thought that was interesting that she even acknowledged the whole thing, right? So I'm trying to get to the point where I can she said she ain't stole nothing. She blamed it on everybody else. That's the victim mentality, right? But she did say, let's get started and then we can just dissect it. And let me know if y'all can't see it. And listen, she said it's for clicks and views. Thank you, Tiffany. I wasn't doing this for the clicks and views. I really wasn't going to watch this or do a review on this. But, I feel like I'm obligated to talk about it since I was there the night the fight happened. And I said, girl, she the bounce back queen. That's all I can tell you. Let us go. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
So much misinformation.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Why is it a black screen?
Out there. And it's been a minute since I went live. Oh my God, it's been a minute.
Oh, at some point she did go dark.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Let me turn this around real quick.
Let me turn it up real quick. Let's read the comments real quick. She didn't disappoint us though.
Hey, let's talk. So
hold on. You know what?
Let's talk about the $33 million lawsuit for the Village of Dawson.
Hear.
A lot of y'all don't even know what's going on. A lot of y'all didn't even know what happened.
All right, can you hear me? Hold on. Ay, Dios mío. Let me. Microphone just went out, didn't it? Shoot. Hold on. Yes. Let me know if you can't hear me. I got to bring up my It took me a while to get to do this today because I sure didn't want to talk about her. But she back and she talking, and I'm here for it. Okay, let's see. Oh no, y'all. Okay, hold on. I know how to fix this problem. I'm back. Uh, Prima Donna, did you watch the whole video? The whole 35 minutes? I see Nate, what's his name? Cannibal had it up. He was on it. I was like, okay.
Tiffany for everything. The cat walk across the street. Oh,
What
it's
can
Tiff's
I
fault.
hear? Can you hear?
Somebody stuck in on the E-way. It's Tiff's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's just sad. But so you understand what is going on in the $33 million lawsuit, that was during Riley Rogers' tenure when he was mayor. All this happened.
Yes, I did.
And that's
You
what people
watched the
don't
whole.
understand.
Okay. And Prima, did you read the comments as she was talking about it? She's loud. Okay. Okay. Well, she's partly correct. She wasn't the mayor when it happened, but was she an older person when it happened? When the police pursuit happened? I'm just asking. Hey, listen, Prima Donna, I had listened to Jason House. I heard they said it's gonna take years. And I read that in the comments too. It's gonna take years before Dalton can come from under this lawsuit. Hmm. Okay, she right. Well, now sometimes she wasn't wrong about. So I'm not going to say everything she said was wrong because really that's the same thing that happened to Harvey, right? All the mayors before her and before Clark, before he passed, now he has the debt of the 2020 Colorado Spring Ball. Has that debt, or he had the debt. So, and it's taken us the debt that we have in Harvey had occurred years ago. But the last person who had it is gonna be the one who gets it. Just saying. Did she say punk mirrors? The girlfriend, she said she coming with it. She ain't got no makeup on. And she got that store full to the brim. Oh, girl, that's where your money at right there. Look at it, prima donna. Don't get too mad, but there's your money, baby. Mm-mm. She said it ain't no fun if the something ain't got the gun. Remember she said that? I remember that like it was yesterday. But she was in office when that happened. She was an older person, so she has to take some kind of accountability. That's what I would think. I still wouldn't tell. I still wouldn't let her buy any penny candy. They don't even sell penny candy anymore. FYI, they about 25 cents. Okay. Now she was right about that. She did a lot of talking in the board meeting. She left Dalton like a squirrel dog and tear the feather. Well, she left quietly though. Well, we didn't even know she had left when she went to Atlanta. Scorched dog. I kind of remember that day, that time when they went downstairs, when they did that meeting. But I'm not gonna go back and look for it. I'll let the other content creators to go look for that video. The hit oh holler. She said, "Y'all gonna put some respect on her name. She in ATL, and y'all talking about her. Her people must still be in Dalton, cause she finna tell it." Oh, you know what? Really, she would have had a valid point had she spoke up during that time. And, like, not yell at people, call people out their name, because people tend to tone you out when you start doing that. But if she really had something to say, people would really have listened to her, and there's people who really do listen to her, because I was reading the comments, but didn't have enough to keep her in office. But she could have said something differently so it can re be able to have people to listen, because I say that again, I knew about that lawsuit. I said something last year about that lawsuit while she was in office, but everybody act like it was nothing. So I was like, oh, just leave it alone. But this is a big thing that, it was going to come back up, but I think it was no way that they could, um, last resort. This was this. But she going to keep talking about it. The basement. I think I heard 3.
Someone was detected at your garden.
Now see, I remember that. I vaguely remember that, but when she was saying the insurance company was there, people probably was thinking like, "Oh, the insurance to insure her, not for this case." So I guess she could have made that more clear that day. I don't know. It seemed like more communication should have been better stated at that time, because people was definitely left in a confused of what she was talking about then. Mm. Hmm. They couldn't keep up on what court was which court. This was that's confusing. So this happened in 2016. The settlement was in when was that settlement? 2024, 2024. So what court date? Something's missing. Something be missing about these stories folks telling that. Hmm. Uh, First of all, the girl is screaming. She ain't got no customers coming in. Oh, this is early morning before the customers got there. I'm not sure she could have accept some of that responsibility, right? Because it seemed like the community was shut down all the way around with each other at some point. And again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it to people. Don't nobody want to be yelled at. And these are grown folks paying these taxes. And now they say it's going to, did I see it's going to add 800 or so more dollars to each person's property taxes? Um, that's hurtful. I mean, it really is. That's crazy. Who? Oh. Now, let me say there is a bar next door. I thought it was a white bar. I didn't know it was a black bar too. I mean, the one that's literally on the same side of the street as the town hall. Never went in it. Never thought to go in that bar. Go into the bar. Oh, well, I think she's trying to get the president to, I don't know, to do something. But she's right, because if you think about what Harvey has four alderperson, and because they all stick together, they control the board. And that's why, um, and somebody put it in the comments, Dalton is gonna end up like Harvey if they don't get this settlement settled. Yeah, but she's not taking accountability on what she has done. That's why it's just like it doesn't make sense. Like you saying what you're saying, but what part did you play in it, or why you not acknowledging what you have done? No, 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 no. Listen, that's 2016. Now you've been in that seat for a very long time. And now why is it this debt now coming up? Why didn't this debt come up before 2026 to the residents? Why wasn't it made known? Yeah, I did see it in the news article, but that was last year. But before then, 2016 to that's 10 years. I'm just saying. Why is she yelling? Now, I did say that before. I said I hate when people use transparency word because everybody who uses transparency is always doing something illegal. Now she used to use that, but so yeah. But she didn't say anything about this before now. Is she saying this because she doesn't want to get caught up in that lawsuit? Oh, hey, Beth. Mm. Beth says, why didn't she authorize the insurance company to pay the $8 million settlement? Maybe because it would have raised insurance premium costs. So, but so what's the catch then, right, Beth? if you don't authorize to pay that 8 million, but now you got to pay that 33 million. Now I would have just taken the rise in premium costs, and at some point that would hopefully come down. But which is the latter of the two, Beth? What would you have done, or what would one have done? Hey, Beth. Hope all is well. Now she done had a lot of lawsuits too now. We listening? Mm-hmm. Pay that 8 million. Hey, Beth, are you able to come up and chit chat? Are you a prima donna? Hmm. Well, yeah, she's now a lot of younger people, a lot of, I ain't gonna say younger people, period, feel that um if their vote does not count, so they don't vote. But why weren't you preaching this before, like doing the right thing, or at least because what she may feel that's the right thing, some of these constituents do not believe you were doing the right thing. So it was imperative of you to be more, uh, I would say vocal, but not like doing the extra stuff. Is she live somewhere with sounds today? She's on her Facebook. It's on her Facebook. Hey V, this video is on her Facebook page, and she just started a new YouTube channel. I hate when people talk like that, talking like if you dumb or something. Did she say? Did she say bombs looking for crumbs? I almost fell out when I heard that. Mm-hmm. I hate when people talk like that. I'm like if you dumb or something. Hey, Beth, you can mute your
Right.
background, girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm just on the audio right now.
Hey, Beth, how you doing?
Good.
Can you hear me,
Did
Beth?
she say bomb?
Good.
Yes, I can. Let me turn my
Okay.
TV off because I
Yeah,
got
I
that
was.
on. Because it's a background
Yeah.
noise,
Okay.
But
Yes.
I like to have the TV on when I listen to all the videos.
Yes. No, I
Okay,
understand.
let me mute that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite a journey with all this, with the thing that happened in 2016. I remember Mayor Rogers was really angry when it
Mhm.
happened. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me say hello, Miss Beth. I appreciate you coming up.
Hi.
And I don't know if you all noticed, but Beth is from Dalton. How long you have been a resident of Dalton?
For 26 years.
Wow, drop the mic on that. So you've seen a
Yeah,
lot.
sure.
Really? So you remember that time in 2016 where the crash happened? Um,
Yeah.
man, I know that
And
was
it, it was a bad incident. And I remember Mayor was really angry.
mhm.
I remember that.
Why was he angry, Beth?
He was angry that the police had allowed that to happen.
Mhm. Whatever happened to the body cam?
Well, now they're saying that um, Officer Lacey lost it, but I don't know if I believe that with everything that Officer Lacey was involved in. So I mean,
Mhm.
I allegedly is the word we have to
Allegedly.
use. We have to be very careful in what we say and how we say it.
Absolutely, Beth. Yes, yes.
But if that if that video camera evidence had been available, that may have made the case go differently. But maybe him being who he allegedly is, he may have made it not be found, right?
Right.
Say these words alleged.
Yes. And I did hear that, or I don't know if I heard it or read it, that um the judge something happened that because they didn't turn in that body cam, that's why they received the judgment that they had received.
Correct.
And I remember last year sometime, it was before Tiffany had left office. I was someplace where one of the trustees who are currently on the board still, who said something about, yeah, they're trying to take our property or they're trying to put a lien on our property. And I heard that last year.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. This is not something new. Why haven't they started? Why are they starting to talk about it now? Is it only because they got into the end and they can't resolve this quietly?
No, they've been working on it. And um last year we had a meeting about the
Mhm.
budget of Dalton, and this was discussed at that
Mm.
meeting, which is like a second meeting of the month and on a third week. And I attended that meeting and they went over everything about the statements and budgets of
Mm.
Dalton as much as possible. And they did discuss this and how concerned they were about this lawsuit. It's not been hidden.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Miss Beth. Um, Let me keep playing the video.
Okay. I would like to know more about the involvement
Mhm.
of Miss Henyard regarding this possibility of the lawsuit being settled. I remember there was a lot of concern about that, and one of the things that Mayor House said was that they did try to get that $8 million as the settlement.
Mhm.
See, what was
Right,
Mayor
'cause
Henyard's involvement? Let her talk. Let the video go.
right, and because I remember I just heard him say, and let me talk. He said that their insurance bond was for 10 million, so they was trying to stay within that
Correct.
insurance bond.
Right.
Okay.
Was Miss Henyard saying that it wasn't the fault of the police and that there shouldn't have been any payment? Is that maybe what her stand was?
Well, maybe she'll say something about it in this video because I don't want to.
Right. Let her
Yeah, let her say
let
it from
her
her
say it.
mouth.
Okay.
And again, we have the beautiful Beth, who is from Dalton.
Yep, I'm from Dalton. So what
Mhm.
else did she say that I didn't hear?
Oh, she wasn't saying you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much.
All right.
Because it took her a minute to come on the live.
Okay.
So we only in it 11 minutes.
Okay.
Well, technically, she don't live there anymore either.
No.
Hmm. Hey, Miss
She's
Roxy. What you
we got
saying?
Roxy. Whoa.
Yes.
Hi, Roxy.
Oh, the haters make it great. Mm. Now that's interesting, right?
Yep.
So at one time, like in Harvey, there was no there still is, there's no time limits on these seats. So now Dalton wants to put they don't want to have time limits on their seats, and it's on a referendum.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Beth, do you understand what 4 more terms mean? If
4
not,
more turns. That's
if not,
16 more years.
if not, she's going to explain to you what 4 more terms is.
Okay.
Mhm. So, Beth, what is your thoughts on term limits in Dalton?
When it's a good trustee or a good mayor, I don't mind. But I'm just like, I think, because we got Stan Brown, he came back, he's still there. So
Oh, but
I know Tammy Brown would like to have another opportunity to have 4 more years.
Mm,
If
okay.
it's about Tammy Brown, I support that she would still remain as a trustee. I would support that.
But the thing is, we can't pick and choose, right? So
No,
either you four,
it has
or,
to be fair, yeah,
yeah.
across the board.
So either way, you rolling the dice.
Right. So what do you do when someone is not a good leader? Do you want them to keep running and then maybe they are reelected partly on name recognition and that,
Well,
poorly educated, very,
mm,
um, members of the town vote because he's a trustee, I'll just vote for him, and they don't
mhm.
know about that person. So maybe it's better to keep it at 8 years. That's a good question.
Yeah, Yeah, and if we look at Harvey, who had no term limits when Kellogg was in office, and he
Right,
was there for a long time, and he always won his seat, right?
right.
Good, bad, or
Partly from name
indifference,
recognition. Yeah.
name recognition.
Yep.
So you're gambling when you do that. Seriously, unless you like South Holland, who actually supposedly they have a good thing going on. They may have been in that seat for a very long time.
And he leads well in South Holland.
Yes. So
I mean, and then you had supervisor for Thornton Township. He was there long too.
oh yeah, he was. That is true. Yes,
But
true.
then,
That's true too.
but Harvey, to reclaim that, to get that better, it's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah, that's my I th- and I say this fluently. I believe it's going to take years before Harvey gets back to a place where it can be even comparable to what Dalton is today.
Right, because for people that are maybe listening to you from around the country, what they need to know about Harvey is that it has two major east and west streets that go through it. We call it 147 Sibley on the north, and then we've got Route 606, 159th on the south, major routes that semis can also travel on, for the infrastructure and everything like that. But then you've got access to Route 57 and 294 in close proximity of Harvey. And those are major thoroughfare expressways. So
Mhm.
Harvey is in a place to where if you would rebuild it, it has access to good roads.
Yes, they have access to good roads and everything, but until you rebuild the community,
Right.
the roads is not going to make really a big difference. Today
No.
we had a situation where somebody was um, pow 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 ran into somebody's house on Center Street.
Oh
Uh,
no.
yeah, so again, we need a lot of layers so we can get to where we want to go, where people feel safe to be here. But
Yes.
I don't want to digress too far from Dalton.
Okay, well, what else should we say about Dalton? Dalton is on the upswing, but
Hold on.
this
Oh,
this case, this lawsuit, I guess they were supposed to be in court today, so I don't know I haven't
oh,
heard yet to what they had decided today.
you didn't
So
go?
no, because I'm at the end of a very bad respiratory
Mm,
virus, and it's been in the bottom of my lungs, and so I just
mm.
can't go out around people with it. So
Yes, you be safe, Beth. Okay, let me continue the video.
okay.
Mm. Oh, okay. Real quickly, Prima Donna actually listened to the court case on Zoom. So I don't know if Prima Donna
Okay.
would like to come up and tell us what happened to the
Maybe she
court
could come
case.
on and say how it went.
Yes. Let us know, Prima Donna. Oh, yeah. The one thing I have an issue with, um, her not taking accountability for whatever she had done in this situation, how she's everybody has responsibility to
No,
what happened.
sure, right. But I don't know that at this point she's going to even take any accountability for what she said or did. I know it was a mess.
Yes. And prima
I
donna
know a lot of people were upset.
Oh, I'm sure, especially when it messing with your money. Prima donna
Right.
said we have 60 days and 3 ways to handle the lawsuit. So, prima donna, do you have to pay the whole 30,000 or will the insurance kick in? How does the insurance play a part in today's court case today?
Right. So it's coming up on my TV screen. 3 ways to handle the lawsuit. What would those be?
Yes, I'm waiting for prima donna.
Okay.
I'm gonna say one thing. She been holding on this stuff for a minute. So she's saying it with her chest right now. Oh, Bill Bradley wrote a good article. Oh, he wrote it today? I'm gonna look it up.
He's been
Thank
on
you.
the case on this. Yep.
Yeah.
But he's been following Dalton for a few years now. So he really is an expert on Dalton.
Mm-hmm. Listen, why you mess with Danny Dave? Hold on. Why is she talking about Danny Dave? Danny Davis just retired. Let the man retire in peace.
Hmm. Boy, oh boy.
Adequated and antiquated. Oh, sorry, Beth. I really need to close on my apps.
But I mean, somehow, some way, I'll pay $900 more a year for taxes, but some people will be very hurt. You know, it's
Yes.
difficult.
But if you Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. And thank you, Prima Donna. And I found the today's article that WGN has done Ben Bradley, and we'll go over that after we finish watching this video. But Dalton loses his bid to delay $33 million lawsuit payment. FYI.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I just want to make this clear. There were a lot of people outside. I'm not sure if it was 1,000 people outside, but I was outside and I met this other lady. She was
Wow.
outside also. And
Oh
that night
wow.
we couldn't get it and we couldn't get in. And I wasn't there
Right.
for her. I was there because I wanted to be a part of the process. Didn't know all this
Right.
extra was going on with her. So
Right.
that was kind of misleading. I ain't signing no affidavit. Well, again, I couldn't get in, so I couldn't say what happened when she got in there. But from my
Right.
understanding, she did not go up there immediately to nominate herself or anyone to nominate herself. And it was
Okay.
apparently, and it's supposedly, don't give me the line, that she didn't some email. She sent the email. She didn't do something correctly. So because I feel for the Thornton Township, because she was given that position, she didn't understand the process on how to get the position.
Okay.
So that's how they got. That's how he got over it. That's how he got her on that one. He was
But
playing chess.
he got her on her lack of knowledge
Lack of knowledge. Yes. Yes.
and the process. And she didn't do the process right.
Yes.
So he
And what
got her.
he got it. He knew that. And what that old saying go? The lack of knowledge is the root of all evil. The lack of knowledge is
Yep.
something. So he,
Mm-hmm.
mhm. Oop. She didn't fill out the paperwork.
Right. And the stuff is online, but it's you have to really read it thoroughly to understand it.
Mhm.
And so I always say if you don't understand, have someone help you.
Get you a lawyer, or somebody
That's
who's
right.
done this before. Get you a mentor, someone,
They can read
because
through it for you. Yes. Yeah.
yes, because even when Nate ran, and I was impressed with him because because it was a lot of paperwork, and he was able to do it on his own.
Right.
And she would have had to take the time out to read it and make sure all her I's are crossed and D's, the T's are crossed and the
Correct.
I's are dotted. That's what got her. That's her lack of knowledge, and that's what I'm saying. You got to take accountability where you did wrong. Everybody didn't do wrong,
No.
so
But with the Dalton situation, with the lawsuit, had they gone along with that $8 million settlement instead of going into court, we wouldn't be in this place. This is
mhm.
terrible.
That's scary. That is
Yeah,
scary.
and they're basing that amount on a $150,000 house, but there's people here that have houses that are 250,000.
It had 250,000.
Oh, there are some houses back in the back streets that are 250,000.
Mhm. Well,
And their
yeah.
taxes are going to go up a lot too.
Listen, if you have a mortgage and you got to pay taxes on that, and
Right.
homeowner insurance, all that start
Yeah.
adding up. You don't went from paying 1,000 to 2,000
Right.
for a payment, 1,800 for
Right.
payment for your home.
Right. Sure.
That's just example.
Yep.
Mm. Listen, but one thing that, like, even with Dalton, you all have a lot of restaurants, grocery
Right.
stores, gas stations.
Sure.
D-
We have
doesn't
2
that bring
Fairway
in
grocery
money also?
stores here. Yeah, and Food for Less. We have 3.
Mhm.
And we have Walgreens here.
Well, you get. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. You said
We have
I'm trying to.
Walgreens.
Where's Walgreens at?
It's on Sibley and Meadow and Woodlawn.
On the corner. Well, I
Yep.
can't see this. I can't see no. I gotta drive down. I don't go down there that often. Um, you said you had 3 grocery stores?
Right, we have 2 Fairways.
Oh, because
And
okay,
they're
real quickly
medium. Mhm.
before I
They're
so
medium sized.
Beth, one of the issues is that it's always been a controversy. The fair, you said Fairway? Fair Play?
Yes.
It's by
Fairway.
River Fairway. It's by Riverdale. So sometimes people always say it's part of Riverdale, not knowing that's Dalton.
I think it's Dalton.
Yeah, it's Dalton. Well, that's why I
It
got
is,
confused when you said 2.
but Riverdale's across the street from it.
Mhm. Yes.
That's
Yes.
where people get it confused.
Yes, exactly.
Because you can
Yeah.
walk across Indiana and it's Riverdale. But
Yes,
they
you're right.
but they serve Riverdale because they're there,
Right.
you
No,
know.
no, no. Yes, definitely, definitely. I go there
Right.
time to time, but it's a little archaic in there. They kind of need
It's
a
older. Yep.
definitely.
Yep.
All right, let's continue. Beth, if you want, you
Yeah.
can answer this question. But are you a senior?
Yes, I am.
Do you get your snow? Did you have anyone remove your snow this winter?
Um, no, I paid the youths myself.
Oh, okay. Have you ever used that service?
No, because I feel that I would be capable of shoveling if I needed to, so I have not requested that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But you're glad that you have it, correct?
Well, I mean, Mayor House was saying it's not an official service. He pointed that out. It's not
Hmm.
official, but they did help seniors.
Yes. Okay, that is
It's
true.
not an official program,
Mm, okay.
but they did help some seniors. So,
Prima Donna says seniors are responsible for their own snow. And what about grass? What?
yeah, they help with grass.
Okay. So
They
Do you
do.
get services from Dalton and Thornton Township?
Yes, they both come through Dalton. Both of them.
Okay. But
So I
doesn't
don't
that
know,
Mhm.
but it depends on how you apply and who they help, and it's a process. So I know Dalton and Thornton Township take care of the grass in the summer. They're
But so
both working.
okay, well, let me ask you this, because it seems like that's like double work, right? So
Yeah,
as taxpayers, do you feel because they're taking taxes out for Thornton and Dalton, let's say that, and you're going to get
right.
the same services if you apply. So there seem a way that since Thornton has all the money, that Dalton may, I don't know, maybe they can just have the people just go to Thornton Township and get their grass cut to
More
help
so,
Dalton
yeah.
save money.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds right to me.
so that's what I was thinking. Cause that's a lot of
But
grass cutting over there.
yeah, and they started giving fines last year for people that weren't taking care of it. One of my neighbors on my block, they
You got you some
sometimes let it
water?
get. Yeah, let me just sip a little more. Yeah.
Okay.
This has just been an ongoing thing.
Oh Lord. Hey, Prima Doc, I know you're and a beautiful senior, like at a senior at she's
Yeah, D Love at the end of my block, one of the people on my block, they've let their lawn get to like 9 and 10 inches sometimes. And so they get fines now. I mean, it looks like a field. They let it get so long. And I don't know why they would, to mow it then is so hard. Wouldn't it be better to mow it when it's 5 inches,
but
or
maybe they
four
don't
inches?
have maybe they can't afford someone to come out, or maybe they don't
Yeah.
have a lawnmower to do it themselves. And I want to say this first before you say anything else. First of all, yes, prima donna is a senior, and prima donna is the nicest person you ever going to meet. So,
Huh.
and I love me some prima donna. I want to be like
Okay.
she classy lady.
Okay.
But yes, but I was just thinking and wondering about that. Like, it's like a lot. There's a lot of extra that we can cut out, right, to save us
Right.
money.
Right. If more of the Dalton people would have it cut by Thornton Township, it would save Dalton money. Yeah.
Yes, and even not even just adults, just all communities. But we all
Right.
struggling right now, especially what's going on in the world. We can all use some extra change to get some groceries. You know what I'm saying? I went to the grocery
That's
store
right.
and spent $70 and didn't buy any meat.
I know, and the prices are all going up on everything, especially coffee grounds have gone
Everything.
up a lot, like $3 and $4 a can.
Mm,
Sometimes it's even 18.99 for what used to be 11.99.
mhm. So, and that's what I'm saying is that we want to be able to
Right.
enjoy ourselves and not have to decide, do I have to use my money to cut the grass and pay my
Right.
property taxes or get a fine? I don't know how much your
Mhm.
fines are for taxes. I mean, for property with the grass.
I I'm I never had one, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. She said,
We
I
had
am
one
hard
warning. We
home.
had one warning like 15 years ago because 'cause we've been
Mm-hmm.
here over 26 years, and we had
Mm,
one warning one time, but we've never had a fine. So
yes.
we've always been careful. Now it's me, so
Yes.
but
Oh. Prima Donna said, I am hard. Home ownership comes with responsibility, whether you're a senior or not. That is the truth, honey. I said,
correct.
Lord, yes, you ain't never lied today. Drop the mic on that. It's always something to do.
Correct. And a lot of my neighbors have that are seniors, they actually pay for someone to mow their lawn. They don't have Dalton or Thornton Township mowing it. They have people come and do their lawns on my block. People who
Mm,
are seniors.
this is interesting. So I don't know why they have this issue every year about the lawn service and the water department and the snow removal. Let's
Yep.
continue. We almost done. We almost done. Why she be yelling?
Oh, I can't hear it, but you're saying she's yelling?
Oh, you can't hear?
No, I can't hear that part.
So when I hit play, you cannot hear?
No, it's okay. Just let her go. Let her go.
Oh.
Let it finish going. It's okay.
First of all, so it's kind of contradictory what she's saying. Like, on a referendum, it's gonna be they put another a mental health question on the referendum for Dodson.
Okay.
Do you want or is it Thornton Township? She said, for do you want a mental health uh situation services? And unfortunately, a lot of people like free. That's true. That's true. And but when she wanted the mental health, now she's talking against the mental health. Now she's talking against the mental health. But when she wanted the mental health, she wasn't talking against it.
Right, because she was gonna have leadership over that mental health care if it was implemented under her leadership, with Thornton Township. She wanted it to where she had leadership over it. You
Mm,
follow?
right. It's power. Something
But
about that power.
see, but something
And
about this is that you have to understand that there are people that we don't want them to fall through the cracks without mental health care because they lack income, especially like a young guy. Well, it could be a guy 40 or 45, an only child, and his parents pass away, and he has very little money, and he might be, mildly disabled, but he needs mental health counseling. You want that person not to fall through the cracks. You want them
and
to get help.
yes, and the first thing they always do, especially in government, as soon as they need something to cut, they cut mental health first from the
Mhm.
budget when they need to save money.
Mhm.
As a person who works in the mental health field, that it's not always a place where people can go
No.
for help, and especially
No.
now with they're trying insurance company don't want to pay already. Um,
No. And
but
they
this the
limit how many counseling sessions someone might receive too, which might not be enough for chronic mental conditions.
yes,
So,
and when you add addiction to it, it's another layer of it, right?
right.
So
I
I
mean, there are people that have, well, if like schizophrenia is one
mhm,
of the conditions that can be chronically bad,
mhm.
and a person like that with the right counseling and right medication is a manageable person. Although they are chronically schizophrenic, but if they have the right care and medicine, they're more, you can help them, but you can't let them not have help.
I definitely agree with that, but I also feel like there's a lot of help for people who have those kind of issues. But the thing is, it's
Oh,
the stigma, and it's
right,
also how to go about getting it. A lot
right,
of some people get a check for it. So really it's about how you because the medicine don't work unless you work it, right?
right. There,
That
sometimes they don't take their medicine. That's an issue.
yes, but you can't
Some of the
force people to
people
do
that
it.
have different, no, some of the people that I know a case where a family member or a relative of a relative, they had a loved one who was in housing in an apartment where they were supposed to go and get their medicine every day, from
Mm,
somebody that was monitoring it, and then she still didn't take
right. That's why I say you can't force them to take it.
it. No.
Mm-mm.
And it was a situation where they finally just ran off out of state and they just had to let that person go because they had done everything they knew to help them. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
it's
S-
unfortunate, but Thornton Township, it would be nice if they had some counseling. And I don't understand why Miss Henyard just, you know, unraveled all of it while I was working. I know that I know Stephanie Wiedemann has said that the counseling was working. Isn't that correct?
Uh, from my understanding, that I don't know. Did you? I heard the Let me slow down. The older person in Calumet City, she called Tiffany Henyard to because her kids needed counseling, and she brought counsel. She got counselors to come out to help them. So I'm not sure what happened to the counseling service. Is it still active? I don't know how it works in Thornton Township,
Yeah,
but that's a
because
good
there's a lot
question.
of things with Thornton Township where there's no answers right now because they canceled the meeting on Tuesday. And that's an
Yeah, I
example
yes, I
of
noticed that
not
too.
communicating. Yes. And it's true that the
Oh,
alderwoman from Cayman City, where there was a bad crisis event with that children had observed, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
I remember.
I know I heard that she called Tiffany Henyard and Tiffany Henyard sent help, correct?
Yes, that's what I heard too, and that's what I heard her say. The alder work person. She confirmed that story that Tiffany told.
Right. So she did do the right thing in that incident.
Right. And I always say, Beth, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Correct.
So
That's
yes.
why I'm trying to say things the right way because, it's important to say them the right way. I'm concerned about Thornton Township, how things are going about. And the way to say it the right way is that we were hopeful that we would have a situation where we understood better what decisions were being made. But now we feel we're in a situation where we don't understand what they're doing
Listen,
in Thornton
Beth,
Township.
in Thornton Township, Beth, you know less than what you knew when Tiffany was in there.
Correct.
I was like, oh,
I
it's
know less about what's happening.
definitely. I'm like, it's just, and I don't want to get too far off from this story, but it's weird to go there. That's why
No.
I was, because
But
for
it
the,
all goes back to Tiffany Henyard and her leadership, although we were unhappy with her leadership style while
mhm,
she was Thornton Township supervisor. While she held that position, we
mhm.
did know more about what was happening.
Yeah, we don't know nothing now. Not with Thornton Township. It's like a secret situation. It's like we done went backwards. I don't want to digress. But let's hear Miss Henyard tell it. Former Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Well, she wanted to have I think a cafe, some kind of cafe or something where they could give out. No, that was yes, it was a cafe. I thought she wanted to do. She wanted to do something. I can't remember now. Prima Donna said, as far as I'm concerned, it could be this. Hey, listen, Prima Donna, can you? I agree with you 100%. Dismantle the township, and I'm fine with that too. And an extra 5% could be given to each village. I agree with you also, because I don't get. Oh, that was for the food truck. Thank you, Prima Donna. I don't get anything from Thornton Township. So I feel like I'm already paying into the school district. I don't have kids going to the school, but I pay into it. So, but I don't. That part of that Thornton Township, they can get rid of Thornton Township. I'm for it. I'll sign a petition for that one. Just saying. You can't hear? Oh, thank you. Uh, Unknown Low says she can't hear. Prima Donna, you can hear me? Hold on, let me double check because I can hear me. Hold on. Oh, I can hear myself now. Unknown Low, you got to check your system. Oh, I can hear myself now. Unknown Low, you got to check your system. Okay. Me know. I did get a text message that said they couldn't hear. All right. Thank you, Prima. Mm. You're gonna have a property tax increase regardless, because somebody's gonna request a increase. I heard Thornton Township is asking for an increase. I'm like, what are y'all doing with the money that y'all need an increase? Could somebody explain that to me? Now she knows she ain't like when nobody said she was stealing. That's why I said you got to take accountability for your sugar honey iced tea. Listen, I don't mean to keep stopping, but I'm just saying because that was a big thing. She wanted her salary. She's kept that big salary. And she wanted to keep that big salary. So now the rabbit got the gun. She don't want nobody else to have the gun. I'm just saying, property taxes can be viewed online today. Is it? Or I got to go online. 30,000. Girl, that's what you was making. Every single month. Ain't that something? Mm-mm. Now why she like Trump like that? I wouldn't be saying that like that now. Why you like him like that, girl? And I have heard that election rigging has been going on, especially with those ballots that are mailed in. Mm-hmm. Is she not calling the folks out their name? Oh, that's it. Mm-hmm. Thank you, prima donna. I just looked up the taxes. Thank you, Jesus. Now that is true, prima donna. We voted her backside out fair and square. No rigging detected. I agree. We voted her out, but I was just saying, like, and it's a local election around me. Someone kind of made that kind of statement about how some people got into office. Now, if you can't prove, you can't say it, right? Yay. Pile of tricks. You know, she got that from Miss Trina. Shout out to Trina. Oh. She said fake. I kind of suspect her for who she talking about. Because she talking about somebody Pacific when she said it. And that is not my word. Yeah, she didn't get a lot of people to vote for her. She really lost bad last year. And she can't come back to vote in Illinois because she will have to be in Illinois 6 months, I believe, or a year before she can run for election here. Did they ever completed the audit for Dalton? I can't remember. Did they ever complete Dalton? Did you ever get that forensic auditing? I know Thornton Township wasn't doing no auditing. He said it costs too much. I'm like, what the heck? Mm. Oh, okay. We don't do that. You, and you. Wouldn't she know how much money Dalton had? Hey, Michael, wouldn't she know how much they had? She was just there in that seat. I don't know. Hey, did you, Beth or Prima Donna, did you all know that you all were down to one water tank? And where's the water tank at? Mm. Girl, you heard that? April 1st. She said she don't hang with the peasants. So y'all are some peasants. Oh, you talking about that big one? Oh, I know where that's at. Well, where's the second one at? Only God can judge me. Starving the boy, feeding the people. Hello, Sylvia. Mm. Y'all can't hear? Hold on. Can y'all hear Miss Henyard? Could y'all hear the video? I- Is her video muted? I'm not sure the second one is located. I'm not sure where the second one is. No, ma'am. Okay. All right, I think I was tripping. Oh, you right. Why, prima donna, why y'all ain't tell me y'all couldn't hear the girl talk? Oh, you right. Why, prima donna, why Okay, we ain't gonna start the video over there. We go. That's hilarious. Well, hmm. Thank you. No apologies. No apology. You are no apology, silly girl.
Been fine. It would have been over with. It wouldn't have been 33 million.
Let's see.
And now y'all mad because they want to cash in on their 33 million. I drop all, but you point the finger to everybody else but y'all. Y'all are the board.
Now it's
y'all
working.
Make the
I'm not sure what happened.
That's how that go. Just for those that don't understand, the trustees are the voting body. They're the body. The mayor is the head. You're the leader, but you don't vote.
Sylvia.
The only time the mayor votes if it's a tie, which is never, pretty much never. It's always 4. So I just need you guys to wake up, pay attention, keep your eyes open, and do your research. That's what I want y'all to do for 2026.
Do your research.
Research. Stop believing the
I swear I don't like people who talk down to other people.
hype. And if you believe it, that just means you didn't like the person, or you needed a reason not to like the person or mess with them for whatever reason that is. But I'm gonna always be great. I'm gonna keep loving on y'all. Keep supporting.
Okay.
You voted for them. Do not vote for people that do not care about you. Y'all.
Hey, if you want to hear the end, thank you, sis. I'm like, man, all this time, why folks keep saying they can't hear? But I have her video is on Facebook. If she haven't blocked you, you'll be able to see it. I'm just saying. And before we go, thank you for letting us, let me minimize myself. Thank you, Prima Donna, because Prima Donna gave us the update on Dalton loses bid to delay the $33 million. Ignorant. Not ignorant, ignorant. Oh, look, she is on the news again today. You know, she can't help herself. She can't help herself. She can't help herself. Okay. God. It's good. God. Okay, I think I'm unfrozen. So Dalton, a struggling South Suburban, was dealt a new financial blow Friday. A judge ordered the village of Dalton to find a way to pay massive lawsuit verdict. Dang. They did not hold their hand. The $33 million verdict stems from the 2016 case. Can we get the highlights? Okay, let me give you the highlights, Miss Unknown Low. The highlights is Miss former Mayor Tiffany Henyard came online to say that she explained the $33.5 million. She said she didn't have nothing to do with it. She said it was the board's fault that this debt was not resolved. The board walked out when they were supposed to meet with the attorneys and never came back to resolve that issue. So the insurance company never paid it. She said for people to not be to take what everybody's saying and do research and find out for yourself what is going on. I would never be fooled by a cute face again. Girl. I mean, not girl. I mean, you right, prima donna. Phew. What else she talked about? She talked about the lawsuit. She talked about how they took the seat away from her, Napoleon Harris, and he don't live in Thornton Township. Well, we all know he doesn't live in Thornton Township. And he says if you listen to this whole video, she did say some other folks who are on these boards don't live in the area either, but she didn't give out names. She says she had the snow plowed and for the seniors, and now they trying to take her idea away. But okay, so Ben Bradley thank you, Prima Donna, for giving us this information of the $33 million verdict. Oh, okay. To put it in perspective, it's more than a village annual operating budget. Ooh, Dalton current and former mayor are at odds over who to blame. Former Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard took her social media to defend herself. The lawsuit was she said this lawsuit was way before me. Well, that's not totally true. She was on the board when that lawsuit happened. She said in her video on Facebook, and that's what they don't tell y'all. They just blame Tiffany for everything. Can't walk across the street. It's Tiffany's fault. She denies her administration bungled a potential settlement off of a lawsuit stemming from 2016. Now, the settlement talks occurred at the time when Henyard and the opponents feud relentlessly. Henyard now claims that the suit could have been settled for a few million before it resulted into a verdict of $33 million. You can't make this story. It'll make hospitals go bankrupt. The board got up and walked out. That's what she said. And we did see a video, but I'm not going to look for that video. So at the meeting, you hear me say, "Hey guys, why would you walk out? We have everyone here," she said. I remember she saying that, but she didn't let everybody in the audience didn't know who they were talking about or who she was talking about. We had their lawyers, insurance lawyers, our lawyers. There was so many lawyers in there in the god dang building. She must don't curse. I'm not God dogging. Now you know you can't be using God with these words like this. And lucky they didn't capitalize it either. What you say? Oh, remember they couldn't even make payroll at one time because of this woman. Yeah, see, don't say she doesn't acknowledge her wrongs, because if she acknowledged her wrongs, she opened herself a lawsuit. So it's really best for her to keep her mouth shut. That's what I would have said if I had to tell her what to do. So it was never presented via board meeting or any other mechanism. So the prior administration is making verbal claim they had no evidence to support. So this is what Jason said. It was never presented via a board meeting or any other mechanism. So the prior administration is making verbal claim they have no evidence to support. Interesting. Dalton has been dragging their feet, paying his verdict. Hey, the attorneys are not having it, hoping a separate lawsuit against the village insurance could provide some relief. But the verdict plus interest has grown to $40 million. It's for every year that this is not paid to these people, it's 6% added every year. That's crazy. That is like heartbreaking. The village is now being forced to choose how to pay by issuing bond. They about to go bond. Like, okay, so let me explain this real quick. So issuing a bond. So like in Harvey, they have the almost like a Homewood disposal. That's the garbage dump people. But they'll buy a bond, or a bond is actually a loan. They pay. That's why Harvey's in debt. That is exactly why Harvey's in debt, because they be taking bonds, and now you got to pay these bonds. And so that's why Harvey can't get it. That's why we can't get ahead, because we have these bonds that we're paying that happened maybe 10, 20 years ago. We're still trying to pay these bonds. And I believe it comes out the general fund. So the mayor previously said it could cost average homeowner of $850 per a year for 10 years. What do you say on that one? What can you say? Now, will we do it with creativity, carefully, and with residents' best interest in my house said? Doesn't the Dalton residents join the like Prima Donna said, join the court hearing via Zoom, where they listened to mayor pleaded for more time. They say they don't have time. That's crazy. So you're gonna pay a bond, and you gotta pay interest. Now let me tell you the funny part about interesting part. I don't know if it's gonna work like that. So you're gonna get a bond, you gotta pay interest on this bond, and you still gotta pay the back interest of the money that you didn't pay. And that's how Harvey's in. That's why the person in the comments said this is the reason why Harvey's in the situation that we're in. Judges responded by saying, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. I have to balance the rights of the plaintiffs to collect the judgment versus the impact on the citizens of Dalton. This is no higher duty of a municipality than to pay its judgment. We want to be in compliance. We just need to get into compliance in a way we can oh resonate. Sorry, the phone call came in. We want to be in compliance. We just need to get into compliance in a way we can reasonably afford it. As Henyard is a former self-proclaimed supermayor, seems to be trying to have the laugh, the last laugh. And this ain't funny though. This ain't nothing to laugh about. I just can't stand when punk mirror stands up there and say, "Oh, it's Tiffany." Since when? That's why you all need to fact check everything going on in the village of Dalton. She ain't said that when she was there, because a lot of you all have been calling me, and now you all see it ain't green on the other side. I said, girl, some things you should just let it go, because what it happened to the residents that they have to pay this money. The resident has to pay this money, and all you can say is, I can't stand that punk mayor. Now, you know, I thought we were into name calling. Now, he lost both of her election. Yeah, we know she lost it. And she now appears to be operating a clothing store in Atlanta, ATL. She must be down in the dungeon part of Atlanta. You know, they had that shopping mall at. Ain't been there since I was a kid. While her hiring, spending, managements were the subject of multiple subpoenas and a lengthy FBI investigation, it's unclear where the case stands. She hasn't been charged with wrongdoing of any services. Wrongdoing, ES services and services. What that ES stand for? So really, But thank you, Prima Donna. I didn't know that. Uh, so, like, who can you vote for, right? With all that's going on, you may be stuck with $850 added on to your property taxes. If your property taxes already, because I always say the first part of the taxes are the most expensive part. Maybe not. 400, 800, so it's 450 extra on the first part of the taxes and 450 on the second half of the taxes. On top of your insurance, if you have a loan on your home, of course the escrow is going to go up because they wanted to cover those taxes, those increased taxes. You may end up paying taxes like they pay in Matson. I know my uncle said he paid like $10,000 in taxes. I said, oh, a year. Oh, I won't complain. You know what the church song said? I won't complain, honey. But yeah, so now they're trying to. So are they going to be able to? I don't know, Prima Donna or Beth will be able to let us know. Will they be able to use the money that they get if they're able to get the money from Fifth Third Bank to help pay for this lawsuit? But that's one. I mean, that's $33 million. You can't make this up. You can't even. Excuse me. You can't even fathom how to pay for that. And they want all their money. And even if they give them 15 million. This is horrible. Yes. You can't. This ain't like. That's crazy. Ben Bradley did his thing. $33 million. And it's really 33.5 million. So I'm not sure what happened to the 5 million. Ain't no way. But again, that's how Harvey is in a mess. They got bonds, and we had to renegotiate the bonds last year, from my understanding. How do you pay $33 million when your insurance won't even pay it? Like, where's the insurance standing with this? And she walks out and leave. It's like she set the house on fire and walked out and didn't even look back. 60 days, huh? So Prima Donna, they had 60 days to pay it, huh? Did he say, huh? He didn't write anything like how long they had to pay it on here. Man, I'm sorry. I'm just speechless because I couldn't. Shouldn't the insurance pay $8 million of the settlement? They said the insurance is valued at $10 million. I'm frozen again. Oh, okay. Plus interest, yes. Hey, Kathy. That's 6%. It says up to $40 million. Who did he say in the last? Oh, what did he say in the last paragraph? He just said the last paragraph is just Stuff we already knew. What's that bring? Oh, well, he said he lost both of her elections last year, and she now appears in the operating. She appears to be operating a clothing store. That was really it. But they don't talk about like how long they have. 33 million dollars. They could build a Bear Stadium. That's what they need to do. Go build a stadium over there to make some money. Yeah, it's the same one. Well, those folks would have to save 10 cans. Ooh, child. I couldn't even think of a creative way to 40 million, because we need to stop saying 33 million, because where is that 40 million at? That was 6% every year the insurance this debt has not been paid. So if they're going back from, I don't know, when was they received it. The insurance originally agreed to pay 8 million. So why are they not gonna pay it now though? Why aren't they going to? Let's see. Hold on, I know I just saw 40 million. Here the verdict plus interest has grown to $40 million. Dang. Man, that hurts. But the people of Dalton, they're resilient, and they're just gonna. I'm glad I listened to the Zoom. Yes, because this show didn't say nothing about that grant. They need to get a bond. They want to get bond companies a bond from several companies to come up with that 33 million. Shoot, that 33 million, Michael Jordan could buy y'all out. Y'all could take a loan from Michael Jordan, and you can pay Michael Jordan back over time. Maybe they need to change that. What brings in a lot of revenue? I don't know. It just hurts my heart to see that. Really, it does. Because you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this up. And Prima Donna, you said they got 60 days. Did Prima Donna say 60 days to pay them people that money? He gonna find you at least a month to find somebody to get you those bonds. That's gonna be a lot of paperwork. What's Dalton credit rating? Does anybody knows Dalton, Illinois credit rating? Rating. Let's see. See if I can find it. But their credit rating is definitely better than Harvey. Definitely. We got to pay everything cash. Based on the recent report and face several financial mismanagement and transparency. Let's see. Yeah. That's a good question, Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, so do that. That's a good. Can they get rid of a loan? Could they get a loan? That's the question. I'm sure they can get. I'm sure they can get a loan. But like she said, what is their credit rating? Okay, I see what happened. Why would that do that like that? Oh. Okay. Bam. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if they can get a credit rating. Oh, I'm sure it's just a Google. I don't know if it's true or not. Dalton can't get along. Yeah, I think Dalton is in a better situation than we are, I believe. Not publicly available. Okay, so the Village of Dalton is not publicly available or has been withdrawn by a major rating agency due to the lack of financial reporting. So, oh, let's see. Maybe somebody gonna take a chance on them. Cause so let me explain. So, like from my understanding, like in Harvey, like we were getting, or we think we still do. We get our bonds from Homewood Disposal until the the property tax payments come in, and then once they get their money, then they pay their bonds off. S&P Global. I'm not taking too long. So it says information regarding the Pacific's or current and official credit rating from the Village of Dalton is not publicly available or has been withdrawn by a major rating agency due to the lack of financial reporting. The Financial Distress Investigation 2024-25 revealed the village was over $3.5 million in the red. And top that off with the $40 million. Harvey got what, $160 million in the red. Y'all just got 33 million. Dang. However, the village financial situation has been described as extremely distressed. Well, she said, okay, she said municipality in poor financial condition can issue bonds, but at a higher interest rate at or rates to attract buyers. So let me ask you this, Miss Kathy Fields. Dalton is already paying. This is the interesting part, right? When we think about the math, they already have to pay 6%. Damn, that's a lot of money. 6% for every year that this loan hasn't been paid. So it went from 33.5 million to now 40 million, right? And now you get a bond, and now you got to pay another interest to pay these bonds. Mm-mm-mm. Previous rating, S&P rating, previous lowered the Village of Dalton's rating to better business below investment grade or junk status in 2013 due to the low liquidity within a negative outlook. So it's almost like you get you know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta remember when Belcher said this. It's like when you buy a Tahoe and it's your first car and you spend all this money and you pay double of what it costs and you don't think about the interest. You just buying something because they say you can have it. It's different when excuse me. All because of a police chase that left someone unalive and someone disabled. Beth, you got me coughing over here now. Um, hmm. Worse than a junk bond, two Chicago suburbs lost their credit rating. Okay, so Dalton lost their credit rating back in 2015, it looks like. Mm. Said 2015. Lost their life. I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Lord. Mm. I don't know if they can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Jesus, take the wheel. Let's see. Thank you. Okay. All because of police chase. Yeah, they left someone unalive. Lord help D Love to not catch the virus going around. Hey, Beth, I don't want to catch it again. That in November, I got so sick I couldn't even talk. Prima Donna said, "Oh, you had the virus." See, they talked about COVID, but they talked about it, but they didn't talk about it. But we're gonna talk about it later, though. Oh, Prima, I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Yes, we're glad Prima Donna is better. Love me some Primo Donna. But yes. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. I appreciate each and every one of you all being here today. I didn't want to talk about her, but yeah, my computer's slowing down. But I just want to say thank you all for showing up and showing out as always. I think tomorrow I want to talk about, have y'all been keeping up with the lady in Arizona, a senior, and she has been kidnapped? Have you been keeping up with that story? I want to talk about it. I said, man, if it wasn't so far, I'd drive over there because that story don't make no sense. Where is that woman at? I can't think of her name right now. Yes. So, what else? Um, but anyway, and I wanted to talk to Beth, but we got time. Beth, when election time comes around again, Beth says she's running for trustee. Oh, I said, oh, go Beth, go. Beth gonna give it to him. So let's see what happens. We're gonna have to rally around Beth when it's time to run. So, but other than that, thank you for the tea. Yes. So, but if any last, Ryan be on at 10, so he got the 10 o'clock slot. Well, I am going to sign off for now and jump in the comments and watch other people's videos to see what else their commentary is. I saw Hannibal talked about Tiffany Henyard, but I hadn't watched this video yet. Again, I really wasn't going to indulge in her too much. But she can't stay out the news. Well, with that being said, thank you, Prima Donna, Michael, Beth, Cher, Kathy, and Unknown Low. Everyone who participated in this group chat. Listen, this your girl D-Love from the South Side, Inglewood for life, Chicago that is, and I will see you later. AG Tactical. Ooh, what that mean? Ooh, we're going to talk about it. Prima Donna. Well, I'm going to let you go. But I'll holler at y'all later, okay? Love, hugs and kisses. Love always. Talk to you later.
Pick the fire.